began your presentation with talking about concerned about the market power and ability of the social media platforms to control what people do. And your response to that is going to be exercising the power of the state to control what goes on the social media platforms. And I wonder, since we're talking about the First Amendment, whether our first concern should be with the state regulating what we have called the modern public square.
Well, I think you certainly should be concerned about that, Your Honor. What I would say is that the kind of regulation that the state of Florida is imposing is one that is familiar to the law when you have businesses that have generally opened their facilities to all comers and content. This is the way that traditional common carrier has worked, regulation has worked for centuries. If you were an innkeeper and you held yourself out as open to the public, you could indeed be permitted to act in accordance with that voluntarily chosen business model. So I certainly think the court should proceed carefully. But one thing the court, I think it's important to keep in mind is that there is an important First Amendment interest precisely in ensuring that large, powerful businesses like that have undertaken to host massive amounts of speech and have the power to silence those speakers. The state has an interest, a First Amendment interest, in promoting, in ensuring the free dissemination of ideas.
Is there any aspect of social media that you think is protected by the First Amendment?
Yes, Your Honor. I can certainly imagine platforms that would be subject to this law that would indeed have First Amendment rights. I mean, we point out in our brief that when we think that if you had an Internet platform that indeed had a platform-driven message, was selective on the front end, Democrats.com, I think that would be a very different kind of analysis compared to a company like Facebook or YouTube, who is in the business of just basically trying to get as many eyeballs on their site as possible.
Well, why